Let's have a beautiful experience. In this video, we're going to talk about full moon energy and how it can help you manifest a bigger penis, naturally raise your testosterone and your human growth hormone. It's a beautiful thing. You gotta love it. Alright, before we get started here, please do me a huge favor. Please ring the bell, subscribe to the channel, tell some friends. Of course, give me that Arthur Fonzarelli thumbs up like so I say hey, and of course, follow me on my social media. I go by Jesus_Detroit on my Instagram, Snapchat, I'm YOUNGDAYGO. And that's right, in this video we're going to talk about some full moon energy and how you can utilize it to manifest the best. And you know what we're about here in the BCC, the Big Cock Consciousness, the Big Cock Collective, where I can help you manifest a bigger, wider, thicker, longer, stronger, and hotter penis. Help you naturally raise, your testosterone, your HGH. I'm a spiritual guide and a mentor. I'm here to expand your mind and increase your size. And, any serious inquiries, please get at me in the BCC. I can help design programs and, help you manifest the best. And I'm here for you. So, without further ado, I'm here to tell you about this powerful full moon update. It's a beautiful thing. You gotta love it. Of course, man, getting that, gotta get that, gotta get the howl going, because when you got that full moon rolling, you get yourself going. And with this I think it's called the Beaver moon, it's about transformative energy. And when this all comes to me, that's what this whole channel is really dedicated to, is transforming your body in a better way and understanding that we are divine and that we are magical and we can increase our size. So go ahead and write that down real quick. I am divine, I am magical, and I can increase my size. And when we're looking into this full moon transformative energy, it's something that can definitely be utilized to help you manifest the best. So when we're going with, of course, you're going to have to be doing your regular exercises, the jelqing, the Kegels, and doing all these things daily is definitely something that can help you manifest. And these are techniques that can be taught more hands-on, of course, in the BCC. I can show you the super edging, masturbation for manifestation, and some positive affirmations along the way to help increase your size and keep you going. And like I said, this whole moon update or whatever, it's more or less just what we're always about here. It's about staying motivated, staying on track. And with all this type of energy, it can get you all thrown all over the place, making you think of this, that, or the other. And that's no way to be. You always just got to come back to your inner peace, your inner flow. Always come with that love, man. And since I'm touching my heart, I always got to go with the start. We're talking about love. Anytime that, if you're going with energy and you're going with love, you can do no wrong. I always got to share my matrix hack every time I'm here. And, if you see anybody sitting across from you in traffic, you hear somebody on the other line of the phone, you see somebody on TV, forget about having even a neutral thought about them. Just intend on them, that person, to have a beautiful day, feel love in some kind of way, and go along your way. And that's a beautiful thing for you to help change the matrix, because if we're going to entertain that all thoughts are things, let's put out beautiful things, man. And that's where I'm at with that, man. I really believe that the more you do that, the better things are, because you got to understand we are all from the stars. And if you want beauty to appear, you got to keep this clear. And the universe is a mirror, so you always want to make sure you're putting out the best things possible, man, because it definitely comes back within. And of course, you always gotta start with love, man. Come with love with yourself. And of course, manifesting a bigger penis is definitely something that will help you love yourself better. And just making yourself more sexually strong is one of my main intentions here. To not only have you be confident in who you are, and understand that you should be able to be naked at any given time and feel comfortable in your own skin. You shouldn't have to feel that you're unaware of these beautiful avatars that we're in. And I'm here to unlock you and let you understand that there's some magic within. And you could, you have the powers to change this, regardless of what anybody's, beliefs are. There's only your beliefs, because our beliefs create our realities. And when we're talking about manifesting the best, we're looking within. We're forgetting about stress, and we're entertaining and understanding that what we have is everything we need. And we're gonna make that huge piece of meat swing to the knees, drive to the pecs, making you your best. And there's a whole bunch of other types of, just techniques that you can use to achieve. You know me, I always got to, tap into collective beliefs to, help, produce the best effects that you can have when you're trying to, make that piece bigger and actually raise your testosterone. There's, a whole bunch of scientific beliefs you can get behind, and that's pretty much any type of belief, whether it's science or not, is, it's an energy in itself where there's a lot of people that are behind it, and you can always use these, beliefs to help you. And that's like what the big consciousness, the big collective can do, because the more like-minded individuals that understand, the magic and the power within to make that piece of meat grow even bigger, you're going to definitely see it come even faster, and you'll have it grow even bigger, have the growth come even faster. We're going to have you be able to blow load after load after load, and continuously to stay hard, throbbing even bigger, because that's definitely one of the main intentions of this, is to make you sexually strong, help you be confident being naked, and understanding that you can increase your size at any given time. And you are the magic, you are the answer in here. And you don't need to necessarily go, buy the drugs, the Cialis, the Viagras, and all that stuff just becomes a crutch. And you're better off going to the divine. And that's the route, that's the route that's definitely going to help you, manifest and, help you grow. And we're talking about this beautiful full moon and how it can get you kind of, just going crazy or whatever. I mean, it's just something that you can definitely, put the practice and the action, because you can use this energy to help you, manifest. And, when you got the full moon in the sky, and there's just more energy in the air to help you, down there. And we're talking about pumping that thing up full of blood, getting as big as you can, really just getting that thing, really super edging it, pulling on the head, keeping it hard for hours. And we're talking, this is a no nut November, and when we're going with that type of motion, it's about semen retention and charging your chi. And these are the types of things that can help you manifest, for the better. It's going to definitely help you, raise that HGH, raise your testosterone, and make your penis bigger. And this is not this no-fap movement where you don't touch it. To me, use it or lose it. You got to believe in what you have, and you got to understand that, you're not just, essentially jerking off for no reason. And if this is something like where, it's taking you away from who you are, and it's definitely, I don't want that to be the, the motion of your life, man. I'm here to keep it flowing, keep you growing. You know me, go always with that Wu Wei flow, the Tao practice, the path of least resistance. And when you're doing semen retention, that is another Tao practice in itself. And it's to help you charge that chi, because chi is energy, and you gotta believe what you got. And I preach a lot about Montauk Chi. He's a Taoist from Asia. He's got those charts that will tell you that about certain ages you want to be able to hold that load for a couple, for every, so many days. When you're 20s, you want to wait about 2 days. Your 30s about 3. Your 40s about 4 days, 5 days, and by the time you're in the 60s, it's like once a month. I don't agree with that necessarily, because I feel that no two loads, especially if you're not in touch with your body, are, they're not created equal. You can't, you can't just say that a maintenance release, a nervous release, or whatever release is as good as that earthquake and body shaking, just, explosion of a release. And if you're having that every time, then maybe that's, you're gonna definitely know when you're going to want to charge your flow. So when we're going with that, and we're talking about keeping your chi charged, it's about, getting to that, you're edging to the point of when you're about to, release, but you're taking that and you're sucking it back up into your body. And I know that might sound crazy, and how is this possible? Like, what are you gonna, like how can you make a ghost come back into your piece? And like what I'm talking about, it's not making it just, you understand where you're at when it's about to release. We're talking about just making it just come, taking that energy, breathing it up is what you're doing to make yourself stop that, that eruption. And you can do this so many times before it's just gonna be an explosion. And when we're going with that No Nut November, I've been staying beautiful, not releasing too much or whatever. I've been staying clean. I've been, definitely the other day, I've been, I've been charging up that piece of meat, for wearing a cock ring for like 2-3 hours. Definitely makes you full of power when you do something like that. And, I was talking in the reward video the other day, it hangs heavier. And when you don't release your seed, you tend to be dripping pre-cum down to your feet. And that might sound, sick to some, but intriguing the most. And this is like what I like, the vitality, the being virile, having that strong, more animalistic type of piece that you would achieve being like on Cialis, and you can, get this naturally. And that to me is the sign of, definitely raising testosterone and human growth hormone, and also keeping blood into your piece down there is going to have it, manifest bigger. And that's what we're about here. And with the full moon, you can definitely help, utilize that. It is a feminine energy, so they say, but I mean, like, how can you get lost into all these, moon horoscopes? Today's the day of the pipe, then the day of the snake. To me, it all sounds like days for the bat, for your piece down there, anyways. And you don't have to get lost into what everybody tells you, regardless about, what lunar day it is, lunar horoscope, your solar horoscope. I mean, these are just collective beliefs in themselves that you can utilize to help you achieve. And that's what I go with when I listen to any type of horoscope. Like, if I can use this to help me, then yeah, we can go with that. But don't get lost into it, like, where it's just like, all right, every single day, it's a beautiful day to be a vegan and to not drink. And it's like, that ain't my flow, all right? To each their own. To me, I got to get a beer in me at the end of the day. I got to have me a glass of wine. I got to be able to just do what's right for me. And I don't disagree with your beliefs, man. Like I say, all truths are true. You just got to find the ones that make you. And when we go with that, I mean, there's no wrong answer. It's just about, scrapping out what doesn't work and what works for you. Me, I do that intermittent fasting. I've been, right now I'm on about, a little over 24 hours without eating. Last night, me, all over the place without my sleep. I slept for about 15 hours, and I'm telling you, like, last night I put this video up, and I just, I passed out, face first, man, and I usually never do that, man. It was crazy. I woke up a few hours later. Of course, finished brushing my teeth, went to bed. But before that, man, I pretty much ate 2 large pizzas. And I know that might sound like I'm just rambling like a monkey in a tree right now, but what are you gonna do? I'm just saying, the full moon can definitely get you going all over the place, regardless. But last night, I ate about 2 large pizzas. And, I passed out because I was up for 30 some odd hours, and it was just time to get some sleep. And, talking about this whole intermittent fasting, does it help you? Does it help me? I feel that it does, and I'm just coming to the point where, I'm incorporating more days where I might want to lay it off a little bit, see what I can get out of it, being able to, just have more of regular eating days or whatever. But because I feel that when I go so long without eating, I'm like, it's fine. It's like to eat things like salads, it just it goes right through you. Me, I do that 1, 2, 3 technique. Number 1, I eat it and I see how I feel. Number 2, we check the deuce, and if the stool's no good, that's where we evaluate on number 3. And when I'm coming into that whole like intermittent fasting, you know, like the full moon's a great time to do it because you got that extra energy to, you know, really help you manifest and help it, you know, be more powerful and profound. And, you know, when I'm talking about, you know, not eating for hours, you know, 24 hours and only dealing with black coffee and green tea, you know, it takes a discipline in itself, but I mean, after a while, it becomes really easy. And, you know, I'm the type of guy that I like to eat a lot of food when I do eat. And I feel like I could be the new man versus food. It'd be man, you know, food versus Jesus. And I'm telling you, man, I'm going to be able to eat anything. I mean, it's like, you know, but the only thing is like eat a whole bunch of food, and next thing you know, you're on, you know, you're dropping a deuce, and it's just no good. It's not what you're looking for. It's not bound up. And, that's why I feel intermittent fasting might be the move that you got to lay off a little bit, because it's like after you're done eating, or after you're done working out and having like, you know, like having a whole like 24 hours without eating, you're starving. You eat really fast, which is no good, and these are all things that could be correlating to how, you know, what agrees with you and what doesn't. But I definitely find that it's helping me, you know, rule out what foods work for me and what foods don't work for me. And, you know, I'm really feeling that it's still a beautiful thing to have in my life. I really feel that it has increased my testosterone, and it helps me grow. And, you know, that's what it's all about, keeping keeping that skin glowing and hair growing, you know, body and spirit knowing that this is the right thing to do. And when you go with that type of motion, you know you're doing the right thing. And, you know, like I said, you know, intermittent fasting, if it works for you, go for it. If not, there's no wrong way, man. Just always just go with the flow that works for you. And that's something that I've been doing. You know, of course, like I said, 24 hours without eating, you see a full moon, it looks like a big pizza, and that's what you want to go eat, at least me. And, you know, what are you going to do? But regardless, this whole lunar update, I might have been all over the place, but just I want you to understand that you guys are beautiful, you guys are divine, you guys are magic. I intend on you guys to spread love every which way that you can, every day that you go out there, man. Really just, you know, start loving yourself. And every day that you wake up, before your feet touch the ground, just go ahead and just do this with me real quick. You take that breath. I got a shot, man. It's a beautiful thing to say, so go ahead and write it down. I'm alive today. I'm alive right now. I got a shot. Be happy to be breathing. When you get that flow going, you see that pump start to grow, and it's something that I love to show, man. Just really understand that the mind muscle connection is what, you know, it's a collective belief in itself, but it's nonetheless one that can help you manifest the size. And, you know, size is the prize. And we're going with that motion of just getting your muscles flexed, making them their best. We're talking about you don't need the weights to handle the size. We're talking about the mind is what creates it. Paramahansa Yogananda, Steve Jobs preached them in his iPad and says, you know, Paramahansa Yogananda says, the mind is the wielder of muscle. And this is what's going to help you manifest the size. You're going to see it in your mind, and you're going to create it with the body. And that's what this all comes down to. Utilizing, you know, the lunar energy, utilizing your spirit, utilizing your mind to understand that we can increase our size. And that's what this is all about, man. We're going to have plenty more, you know, motions where we can definitely just get ourselves growing and keep ourselves flowing, and understand that you don't need the weights to do it, that you are your own resistance, and you can make beautiful things happen. And I tell you, man, once you get that going, man, it's like I'm starting to actually feel a sweat happening, man, which is a beautiful thing. And, you know, I just want you to know that you guys are beautiful. You guys can make miracles happen. You can take this type of pump energy and you put it into your meat down there, and that's that's one of the intentions of what this is all about. And I could definitely show you beautiful things along the way. If you want some one-on-one help, some coaching, I'm here for you. I can show you the techniques in a more, you know, one-on-one setting. I can really, you know, set up when you should be doing this. I work with many different kinds of schedules because I know, you know, everybody's got their own flow going. And, you know, like I say, man, There's no right or wrong way. You don't have to have so much X amount of hours, and you gotta, oh, if I could sleep this like this or do this. Your mind is the one that's gonna let you know what you can do. You can't listen to everybody else's way, and I really find that that's why people get lost along the way. Is you start listening to what other people say, and it's just like, you can utilize it to help you, of course, but don't get lost into everybody else's word. And you got your own word in here, man, and you're going to be able to make that, that distinction of what's going to work for you. And like if being a vegan works for this guy, intermittent fasting works for that person, you look at yourself, man. You're the one that's going to know how to help yourself, how to make yourself grow. And you're going to be able to take these collective beliefs to help you achieve and be like, you know what, this goes with me, this one doesn't. At the end of it all, it doesn't matter. You're the one that's going to create the best for you. You're going to create the miracles within. You're going to see it manifest. I continuously grow. My penis is always getting bigger, wider, thicker, longer, stronger, and harder. And I intend on you to do the same. And I'm here for you, man. I'm here for you to make yourself bigger. I'm here to make yourself more, open to love. I'm here to help you love yourself. I'm here to help you spread love every which way that I can and every which way that you can, because we're going to change this world for the better. Go out there. If you see that big pizza pie in the sky, go ahead and give it a howl for me. You know me. Got my wolf and my bear. I'm always out there doing my lunatic motions, hollering whenever I can. And you know what, why not? Just one more, because I'm in the motion. I'll keep it flexing, I'll keep it going, and I'm just going to send some energy for you, send some love for you guys, and I'm going to go with the It's a beautiful thing. You gotta love it, man. You got that flex going, I got the howl going, I got my blood flowing, skin glowing. It's a beautiful thing, hair flowing. Got my wolf over there, and with that, I just feel like I'm just going to keep on rambling, and I got stuff to do, and I know you do too. And before I go, I just want you to say, that I love you guys. You guys are beautiful. Make sure that you guys, of course, are following me at my social media, checking out my stories, sending some love. Seeing my kids taking care of the neighborhood. Of course, you got to give me that, the Arthur Fonzarelli like, if the thumbs up if you like the content. So I say, hey, easy on ice and shortcake. And of course, like Rocky Balboa says, hey, yo, I hear no bell. So make sure you ring the bell, because I'm putting content out daily. And, just tell you, man, you guys are beautiful. We're going to manifest the best. We have the powers to make anything happen. You guys are magic. You guys are divine, and we can increase our size. We are going to be the giants we intend on becoming. Intend on used to become, as confident as what you need to be. Make the size of what you need. Have everything come to you, because you're beautiful. Spread that love every which way you can. I'll see you around. Peace.